Good morning. So it is Christmas Eve morning and I am getting ready to make a breakfast pie for my family. It is beautiful outside this morning. The Lord has blessed us with a beautiful day for Christmas Eve so far. So I'm gonna get started. It's quick, it's easy. It will take about 25-30 minutes in the oven, but to put it together, it's not hard. If you just have sausage, we're gonna, I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that. We're gonna have about 7 eggs and some cheese and some salt and pepper. I'm just gonna layer everything. So get this in, lay it flat in the pan. We have a lot of things to do today, so I figured I get this started. At least have the breakfast out the way before I start cooking potatoes and everything else. So what all I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna take this and we are gonna layer it right here. We're gonna flatten it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just take a pie dish. You can take whatever dish you like. For me, a pie dish is works just fine. Then once it cools, when you slice it, it's kind of like a pie slice, and you can just pick it up and eat it, or you can use a fork. Either way, my family tends to like this, and it's packed full of protein, which will help keep us full for the rest of the day until it's time for dinner tonight. With everything going on, we'll probably, if anybody gets lunch, it'll just be a quick grab and go. All right, I've got 6 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 eggs in there, so I'm gonna do 2 more to make 7 in here. Started. All right, I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper here. We like a lot of pepper. Custard, and then I'm gonna add some cheese in it. All we're gonna do is layer this, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven on 400 degrees, and it's gonna cook for about 25-30 minutes. Just make sure that sausage, eggs won't take that too long, but make sure the sausage is nice and cooked all the way through. I like to put a little bit of cheese in my egg. So just some shredded cheese, whatever cheese that you have. This recipe is so easy, like to customize to your own liking. You can always add, you can add onion, you can add peppers, you can add tomatoes, you can add mushrooms, more cheese, anything you want in this. Whatever you would put like in an omelet is what you could put in this. You could add bacon pieces, anything like that. All right, then all we're gonna do here is I'm going to just pour this all over the top. Super simple, super easy, does not take long, quick to throw together. Like I said, the longest is just letting it bake in the oven. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of extra cheese on the top. I'm just eyeballing it. I don't really measure my cheese, so it's just to your taste, to your liking. If you don't want cheese in it, you don't have to put cheese in it. You can do it however you like. However you like to cook your eggs, and you've got sausage as your base layer on the bottom, and I'm going to throw this in a 400-degree oven, and I will be back. All right, it is all out of the oven and it smells wonderful, so I'm going to let it sit here and cool for a few minutes, and then we will cut it and plate it and have some for breakfast. All right, we are back. I am going to cut this. We're gonna cut it like a pie. Let's get like a little piece here. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'll show you the finished product. Look at that, you guys. The sausage is perfect. The egg is perfect. With that cheese in there. It's still a little hot. But I let it sit a little long enough, but that's okay. Taste test. That is good. Packed, again, full of protein. Good for the rest of the day. So tonight we're gonna have Christmas dinner with my family, Christmas Eve, up at my grandmother's. So I'm going to make some mashed yams. I usually use whole sweet potatoes for this, but I don't have them today, so I'm going to use what I have in my pantry, and I have 2 cans of yams. So we're just going to put a twist on it and use the yams instead of the whole sweet potatoes, and we'll see how it turns out. So I'm going to these to drain them. I might put a little bit of the water in it, a little bit of the juice, but not all of it. All right. Oh yeah. And I've also got a stick of butter that I am going to cut up and put in there. I'm using a whole stick because it's going to melt in there. When we make it sweet, it's going to be so good. And I'm taking this masher and we're going to mash them. Then I'm going to cook them on the stove for a little bit just to get them warm. And mash again, add a little cream, or half and half. Alright. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of the half and half in there now, so nothing sticks. And once it gets all heated and warmed up, I'm going to take the mixer and I'm going to mix it that way. But the masher does good in the beginning. Alright, so I'm just going to let that warm up for a little bit, and once it gets all warm and melted, I'll take it off. While that is on the stove, I've got some glazed pecans that I'm going to just kind of chop up a little. They don't have to be real small. It's just I'm just going to do a little topping on it this way, or I might just be able to break them. Oh, yeah, makes that actually really easy. I'm just going to sprinkle these on the top, and usually you can use some maple syrup. I've actually got raw honey. I'm just going to use that instead, sprinkle around on it, and then put this on top as well, just as a topping. They want to move all around. There we go. I'm also going to add a little brown sugar in here. And I'm going to put a little bit of honey on the top, but I'm going to put some brown sugar in here as well to melt in with that butter. And I'm probably going to do, see, that's 1 heaping tablespoon, 2 heaping tablespoons. I think I'm going to do 3. That should be good. Just going to keep stirring it a little here. Once that butter is all melted, then I will take the mixer and mix it just to get it creamy. A little more creamy and not chunky. Alright, I believe it's about ready to go ahead and it out that I can. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of raw honey, just drizzle some over it. Not too much, just a little. And then I'm just going to take the chopped pecans that I chopped up here, and I'm just going to sprinkle them all over the top. Right in that honey. These are actually candied pecans as well. There it is, all done. Ready to go for tonight. I'm also making mashed potatoes for tonight. I'm just in charge of the potatoes this year. Grab. I like to wash my potatoes off after I peel them. Alright, so the potatoes are done cooking. So I'm going to now drain them over here. nice and drained, I'll put them back in the pot, and then we will butter and milk, mash them. Ooh, they're gonna be so good. All right. Oh, my glasses are fogging out. Okay. I am going to go ahead and add a whole stick of butter in here. Actually, I'm going to add 2 sticks of butter in here. A little salt and pepper, just a little bit more. I put some in when we were boiling them, but it's gonna need a little bit more. Very starchy. Alright, get the butter mashed up in them. Stir. We like creamy potatoes. Just make sure we don't. Add just a little tiny bit more milk. They're pretty much where I want them, just a little bit more. And there it is. Nice and creamy. All right, there they are. I'll get them in another bowl, in a serving bowl to take up there this evening for our dinner. And the mashed sweet potatoes are done. The potatoes are done. Now all I'm gonna do later is just make a gallon of tea, and that will be it. Everyone have a wonderful and blessed rest of your Christmas, and we'll see you soon.